What's going on, guys? Welcome back to an episode of Supermarket Simulator. Today is an exciting episode. Today we are going to be getting our brand new store expansion in here. Going to be extending our store even more, spreading our wings a little more. That's what I'm trying to go for with that. But yeah, we're going to be spreading our wings here today, expanding our store a little more, getting things looking good here, and I'm excited for it. Looking forward to this, and yeah, it should be a good time. But if you guys are stoked and enjoying this as well, drop a like in the video, show it some love and support, and if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos that we are doing here with all of this. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started here with this. We got, again, brand new bit of store growth here for $83,500. We use this with 4,700 left. It's quite a big undertaking for that, but it should be well worth it. Look at that, baby. We got that knocked down again here. So let's go ahead. First thing we got to do right away before we forget is get a light ordered on up. You guys know we've done that in the past. We've forgotten about it for, honestly, like 2 episodes ordering it. And yeah, we're going to go ahead, get that placed on in here, and get started. It's always the first thing that we do here. Signifies a brand new expansion. Look at that placement, actually. That was pretty smooth, not gonna lie. So we've got all of this now. Let's get started by moving this on over. Honestly, what I think we're gonna do here is, like I mentioned before, I think we're gonna try to set up a nice little corner book nook type of thing with this, if at all possible. So let's get these all out of the way here. Just honestly, probably moving this one here, and we're gonna start out by getting a corner or like a outer corner shelf placed on in here and see how well that's gonna work or fit in there, which we might have to slot these out just a bit just to kind of fill that in to make that look good. We'll see here. We got our outer corner shelf over here, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there she be. All right, let's get this on in. I'm going to try to run through it. Try to get through a day here today if we can, if at all possible. What the heck? Okay, yeah, so there's that. Or maybe actually instead, we'll just move this on out. We can try to fit a half shelf in here. Maybe that's what we'll do. So let's actually start out with doing that. I don't know why that one we can place that so far into the wall there. We're not going to, because that would just look odd and so weird. But yeah, that's actually really funny. So yeah, let's start out by doing something like this. Try to get this one placed on it, because we're trying to set up our nice little like book corner on in here if at all possible. So there's that. And then, yeah, we're going to have a lot of wasted space if we do this. That's the unfortunate bit with this. So something like that. And then let's get our other inner corner shelf set up with this. I don't know how well this is going to work. Because, yeah, then that's going to be wasting probably a whole lot of extra space there. Because there's no way we're going to be able to fit a whole shelf in there. Yeah, that's going to be like another half shelf, which again, that's going to be like that. So, man, that's a lot of wasted space. Let's grab this again just as our test mule here, just to see how well we can set this up. Then, because, yeah, unfortunately that would be something like that. And then we'd have, again, another corner. I guess it's not terrible. It's definitely a bit of wasted space, but it's not awful. So if we were to have an out or a corner then coming this way, and then maybe another half or a full shelf or something. And honestly, you won't even really see that area back there at all. And I mean, I guess it is what it is. Then with that, and again, we're going to move all of our books into this kind of little corner in here. Set up a nice little book nook area for all of that. And then, yeah, we'll, I guess, see where that goes. So let's go ahead, I guess, go ahead and I guess order up another corner shelf. I don't know why I just went off that. That's exactly where we need to be. Yeah, we'll do one of these. 210 bucks for that. Trying to kind of avoid spending some money here if we can, so we can make our license happen in the next episode. But we will see. Yeah, see something like that, and then we'd have just one shelf to go in right here. Something like that, and then these would, quite honestly, just... Could we do something along the lines of like this? Something kind of like right like this, and then we've got even more space. Honestly, I kind of like it. It's a nice little flow-in entrance right there, and then obviously, I mean, yeah, that looks a bit odd like that, but it is what it is. And then honestly, what we're going to do is we're going to slot this light on over so it's a little more centered in our little nook here then with all that. Which I think what we're going to do actually is to make up and use more of the space is we're going to actually double up these quantities as it is. And then obviously I think a lot of our cleaning stuff is just going to get moved over to this area. Maybe this will be like our paper aisle or something like that. We've obviously got, yeah, it's just these for the time being. But we're going to have 2 more. We're going to have a toilet paper and a paper towel coming in here, which honestly would take up this entire aisle in there perfectly. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do then. We also need, oh, you know, I should have done that. We need to order up a half shelf in here, but I think that works out perfect with this. I really do. I think that takes up a good amount of space with all that. I think that looks good. And obviously, we just got to take care of some of those then as well. So yeah. Well, how many? So we're going to have, what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of books right now. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, technically too much. Well, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would take up this much space for the time being. And then once we add the other license on in, it would take up even more otherwise. Or if we do it the other way like we have it right now, we have 1, 2, 3 shelves. Which, yeah, once we get the new license. So we'd end off here with the second license, which would be not enough space being used. So yeah, either way, it's not going to end up perfect. Trying to think how we could do that. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on that. What I am tempted to... Well, that really wouldn't work either. That would be... Yeah. How do we want to do that then? I don't know, man. Now I'm already confused on what we should do. Either way, these have to get moved over. So let's... Actually, we need to turn off our restockers. I forgot about that. Before we do anything, that's what one of the first things we always do. And I forgot about it, but that's fine. Get these guys turned off here. Come on. There we go. That way they don't mess with us here. So yeah, let's just start moving some of these on over then. Yeah, no, let's figure out a good solution, good organization with all that. So I'm not really too sure how we want to set all that up. Okay. So there's all of that. Let's just get these moved on over. I like the little setup with the shelving setup, at least, the shelving arrangement, but I just don't know how well it's going to work with all of the books and everything. Try to set up a nice little, like, book nook corner type of thing. That's the only thing I'm not sure on. Okay, so there's all of that. We'll clear these off so we have these fresh and ready to go for the future. Takes away the sale sign as well. We're going to bring these on outside. We just cleared out all of our shelves. Plus, we need to order up another half shelf for the end cap. And then we've got this one right here, which, yeah, so if we, again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That means we have these 2 left, which actually works out perfect for the time being. It's going to be a bit odd, but that'll work out all right. And then, honestly, we're just going to take up all the space with cleaning or toilet paper for the time being. We'll maybe retweak it around or something here eventually. But, yeah, this is the way it's going to go then, I guess, for the time being. Just going to have bleach in books. Sounds like a great idea. There we go. Let's get as many of these moved over at a time as we can. And we can try to do as few trips as possible. Get all of these, move some of these. I was going to say we're going to have 1 extra there, aren't we? We did. All right, so there's all of that. Let's clear this on out here. There we go. Again, we do need to order up another half. Shh. It just did it again. It just did it again. It sold our shelf. That same issue that we've been facing and having all the time. It happened again. I don't understand that one, but it's all right. I guess we don't have one less shelf to worry about sitting around. So let's get a half shelf purchased on up here. I'm pretty sure we definitely just got some cash back there. But it didn't show up with like a plus money either. I looked right away at that and it did not happen, but that's fine. So anyways, not our tablet. Let's grab some books. Let's get all of these placed on in here. There we go. And then we can clear this on off. Actually, what I really should do would just be... Yeah, I think we'll end up doing this here in just a moment. I'll show you guys what I'm thinking here. Yeah, we got space. We'd actually do the work on this perfectly then. Okay, clear these on off. Actually didn't want to do that, but that's alright. That still actually works just fine. Are we serious? Does that really not work there? Oh, man. Okay, something like that then. Move that in there, and then can we move this guy? Move that on out. That took way longer than that should have. That was more annoying than it should have been, but that's alright. The placement can be a little funky. Some of the shelves you can place where others you can't. It's really odd. So you end up with situations like that where you can't even replace an item that you just pulled out of an existing spot. Okay. There's all of this. Almost done here, actually, already. Okay, we just need to move these on over then. And then move these on over. Okay, there we go. We got a nice little book nook plus cleaning products plus bleach right in there. Hang on one sec, guys. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we got nice little book nook, like I said, plus that. Oh man, so technically all we need is an extra 2 full shelves. Because an extra... Okay, so yeah, because we'll get 6 more books with the other license, which means that we'll have one there, so we're gonna have 4 extra sets of books with the extra license, which means we would need 2 more shelves, or we switch it back to the other way, which would take up exactly the amount of space that we have right now, because again we just doubled up our quantity, so double the products would mean that we'd have exactly the amount. So either way, it's gonna end up weird. With this, we're gonna have to figure something out with that. So maybe we do get the extra expansion and the last, not last expansion, but the next expansion over here first. I don't really know. So at the same time, Maybe we do it that way, maybe not. Let me know in the comments on what we do with that. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn our guys loose. We're going to go do a bit of shopping, actually, because we need to restock some stuff now. So let's get these guys turned back on because we're all set and ready to go. We're going to go do a little bit of purchasing on some books and toilet paper. Real quick, because we're going to have to... we don't have to, but we're going to want to probably stock up the remaining stuff that we just... you know what? I didn't... there we go. But yeah, I don't know how we do that then. Maybe we continue the books over into here and then just bring this back to normal. Or... I don't really know. Because obviously, again, it would take up all the way to here. So I'm not really sure how we do that. Or like I said, if we extend this, we would be able to make this little nook bigger. And add in another shelf here. And then we'd have... I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I'm really not sure. Like I said, let me know in the comments, guys, on what you think of this design, as well as what you think we should do with it going forward with that. Let's see here. What I want to do here, though, is get one more sign for in there. I know we had a bunch and we just sold them all from our storage room, but that's all right. I don't know where I'm going. We got books. Wait. Not bools. Books. All right. So text color white and background color of red. And actually, look at that. Right away, perfect for the label. That's actually really cool. All right. We should be all good, though. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's close up our register. We're going to get opened on up. We are going to run down. Oh, that's right. We had to reset our board, didn't we? All right, I don't know where our board is, but we're going to reset it from here. Reset. There we go. There she be. Yeah, let's head down the road to the cleaning products real quick. Get some more toilet paper ordered on up, so that means that we get even more product quantity of those, though, so that actually works out really good, because we're always a bit... We're close some days on some of them. So I'd rather have more than not enough of those. And yeah, now that puts us up to 9 for each of those. So that's awesome. Let's get some of these, and then we'll head down the street to our favorite market, where we can purchase up some even more books in here today also. But yeah, we're opened on up. We'll run through a day then, and yeah, we should be good for the following episode after this, though, the guys. Or like, next episode will be a prep episode of just saving up some cash, running through 2 days. And then the following episode after that, we should be able to get another license, which I'm leaning towards the books. But that means, we're going to have to figure out something in terms of how we set all those up. So I'm really not too sure with all that yet. But yeah, there we go. We're all caught up on all of our quantities now. Everything's good with that. Everything just has to get loaded on into the store. Just cut in front of the car. That's fine. And then we'll head on back over here. Get our register open back up so we can do some stuff. And yeah, we just have some extra boxes out here, which is fine. I just come back in here. Ah! And see him running on out. But yeah, I like it. Look at that. That's honestly really cool. That really is. I don't know. Another option for that, what we could do is we could turn this into a half shelf here, so it'd only go to here. And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 spaces here. So that'd be another option too if we took it back down to our normal same level of a half shelf. Or I guess it'd be a quarter shelf for each of the items versus right now it is a half shelf. So that could be an option for us with that. Or we could even extend it out another half shelf, but that wouldn't get us where we still need to be. Either way, we need to have more space if we're going to leave it like this, which I like it like this. I do. We just need to figure out what we're going to do with that. Or we do a different license. Maybe we do a different cleaning product license or something, or I don't know. But we actually don't have that much space now. So I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe, or we just save up for next expansion. Let me know in the comments on what we do with that, guys. I'm really not too sure with all of that. Either way, next episode's going to be a prep episode, just running through, saving up some cash with all this. But I actually really like the little book nook here. I really do. I think it looks awesome with all this. Get a nice little thumbnail for the video as well. And yeah, I think it looks good. I really do. 298. There we go. Yeah, we'll make some extra cash here, guys. You guys can see over there, we are just about to get max store level as well, which is kind of crazy. We're so darn close to that. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think on this. I like it. I really do. I think it looks pretty darn good here. We got 99, 49, and also I just realized we should probably actually bring these on inside because they might start grabbing some of these and messing with our inventories. So let's actually get these brought on inside here. Oh, wait, that's right. Okay, so it's max. It switches over to max. And then, where are our books? It switches over to max, and then we level up fully from there. That's what it is. Now I remember. Obviously, I can see it. So next episode, most likely, will end up in the, like, actually fully maxed out category. But yeah, let's get these brought on in so they'll grab from the storage room first before anything. Yeah, those go right there. So otherwise, we're going to start getting the quantities messed up for a little bit, and then our boxes are going to be kind of screwed up, so I'd rather not. Let's just get them brought on in. Yeah, I don't know. I was all in on getting stuff all set up for another new license here next episode, but or not a following episode. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking maybe we do another store expansion first, or anything. I really don't know. All right, let's get this on in. I know we got customers waiting at our checkout, but it is what it is. Sorry, guys. Gonna have to hold on there for just a moment. Got one more box to grab after this one, then we'll be done and ready to get back on the register. Ready to get back on the horse. All right, there we go. Sorry about the wait there, everyone. You've been waiting here for quite literally a couple hours in game. 135.90. There we go. Sorry about the wait there, sir. I'll give you an extra no change. All right. Got some butter. There we go. We got a book. Love seeing that. 78.63. Yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think of this. I like it. I really do. I think it looks good. We just need to figure out how we want to set this up now. With everything. I think that's what needs to happen then. Okay, we got 120.34. And there we go. We got 75.53. We're just about ready to go actually do some item purchasing here as well. Just trying to see though how, just looking at this, if there's any way. I am tempted we could always do, instead of this, we could always do like another wraparound. And then like open this up almost like this right here. So it would go, honestly, actually just like that, except for this way. So it almost like swoop in, go around, swoop back out, and then swoop back out. Like so it would go from here, swoop in, swoop around, sweep out, and then swoop out here. I don't know. And then obviously it would kind of make a little corner in here, but that still wouldn't make up, that would only add an extra half shelf there for us. So that still wouldn't make up the full difference what we need for the item total. So like I said, if you guys have a design in mind or anything like that that you think would look good or work good, let me know. Because I'm really not too sure with that one. But yeah, we need to go do some item purchasing here very soon. And by very soon, I mean now. Because, let's say, where's our board? But yeah, it's getting late. But that's alright. We'll make our way on down the road again here. Get our items all purchased on up, do our usual thing. Express delivery is enabled. Let's go ahead and get all of our stuff purchased on up then here. Yeah, like I said, I'm just not sure on how we set that up or what we do. Whether we do another expansion and try to figure out some setup with that from there with another bit of space, or again if we just do, I really don't know. I'm honestly not too sure. Oops, one extra of those, but that's okay. Our board is always so hard to see in that spot there. It really is. If it was daylight out, It'd be plenty fine, but we can't see when it's dark out. And then we got somebody just running by. A thief. The thievery. Oh. Purchased one extra of those, and now we're very full on that. Hopefully not too much. Getting distracted chatting with you guys here again. Alright. But yeah, look at that. Now we got 9 of these, which honestly is really nice. Some days we really go through a lot of them. Some days we don't go through barely any. So I think that'll be helpful to have just that extra buffer there in case we need it. Alright, head on down the road. Down to our alcohol store, even though it's called a liquor store, but there's beers and wines that are not liquor. Alright, we are good there, good there. Not purchasing any of those. We got one there, good there. The other day we sold so many of the one. I don't remember which one it was. It was a lot. Alright, we are all good there then. Make our way on down here. Let's see, can we make this curb here today? Gonna come in from this way. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, we're all good there. But yeah, obviously eventually we're going to be bumping up all of our product quantities, so I'd like to try to keep the books like that if we can. I don't know why I just bought that, getting distracted. But yeah, so I'd like to keep the quantities how we have them, honestly, with the toilet paper and the books, because that's where they're eventually going to end up falling anyways. So it kind of makes sense to start bumping some quantities up where they're going to be at. I don't know why I just bought that also, but that's fine. Okay. Again, we're up to 8, up to actually having in the 8s now for the quantities on these, which we probably don't necessarily need that much because we don't seem to sell through many boxes of these where we need that many, but it's alright. Few of these. Alright, we actually sold quite a few of those today. Alright, so there is all of that. We're good there, and then we've got just a few here of each of these. Ooh, almost missed that one. That one actually would have been bad. We were pretty low on those. I don't know why I just bought that, but that's fine. We usually go through a lot of powdered sugar. Okay. There we go. Good there. We are still in the 15s on that, on the butter. We barely sell through any of those. We'll probably be good for like 20 days in game on that with how much we still have. Well, maybe not still, but when we first started not purchasing it, we're still at 13 for that. And yeah, that's crazy. It really is. But yeah, like I said, guys, we will have, after one more episode, so 2 full in-game days, we will be good for another license. So I don't know. I'm not sure whether we try to get that next book license on in here and squeeze that in. Now with our little book nook, I really would like to try to figure that out if we can. But again, we need like 2 more full shelves to make that happen for that somewhere in that corner or somewhere in the store to make that all happen. So I don't know. We can definitely fit everything in. I'm not worried about that, but it's just making it look good. It's the biggest thing with that. So I really am not sure with that. Yeah, we're plenty fine with those. Still, we're in the 12s on that. So we still need to sell through like 4 or 5 more boxes before we actually order one. All right, we're good there with just the one. They were just messing with the stock of that one. All right, there we go. So we still will have like a little, just under 14, like 14 or 13.5, something like that. So yeah, we're gonna need like 11,000, give or take, probably. Let's go ahead and end off our day. 174 customers, 1 person couldn't find something. Really? Actually out of something? That's very surprising. Let's do our usual thing here of doing all of that. Yeah, 13.5. Not too bad. That puts us at about 21,000 actually, exactly. Because it's 34.6. So yeah, That'll work out then perfect with that. But yeah, I don't... Like I said, guys, I'm really not sure because either way, we're going to end up with an extra full 2 shelves worth of books kind of coming out of this. Because again, these would be 2 books, and then we'd still have 4 more. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, and 4 more right there. Right? Because, yeah. Or again, we swap something. Maybe we could always just do, like, I don't know. I was going to say we could have some of them full half shelves and some others be only a quarter. Just to, like, fill it up to right here only. But I honestly don't know. I really don't. And obviously, we need to move some stuff around. We've got, I mean, we could add some extra stuff in here if we needed to, or we could add an extra, well, shuffle a fridge down to there and add another shelf in there. And we obviously have another half shelf worth of a shelf there. Plus, then we got our 1/2 shelf open right here. So we have the space for sure to be able to move some stuff around here and get those out of there. It's just a matter of how much do we want to move the books out is the thing. Or how we want to set it up. I really don't know. Or we could do another... I mean, what we could do, guys, is a half shelf right in between here. So it would push this whole thing out and move this around a little bit. Which actually would work out just fine. So that would give us a little bit extra space there. Take away 1 out of here. Which maybe is what we'll do. I don't know. We'll see. And that would honestly push this light out to a normal spot. With the rest of it too. Even though look at how that one lines up with that. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that we could do with this and try to figure it out. I'm still not sure. So, like I said, if you guys have suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. But either way, next episode is going to be a prep episode. One way or another, whether we get a new license or not. This belongs in here, doesn't it? Yeah, right there. I don't know why they don't bring stuff in sometimes. But yeah, so either way, next episode is going to be a prep episode with all this, and we'll figure things out from there. But if you guys did enjoy this here, drop a like in the video, show it some love and support. And if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos that we are doing here. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.